Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 3. It's the start of the new season, this last new season, which is definitely bittersweet. If you've been watching my Buffy reactions for the past, 2 or 3 years now, thank you so much. It really means a lot. The Buffy fans have been incredible. I'm also watching Angel. You can check out those reaction videos as well, but this last season has felt like a bit of a homecoming with Sunnydale High being reopened again and a callback, to the mayor. We've got this mayor character, which again, we know is typically not great for the Scooby Gang. So I'm curious to see where this is going to go. In the previous episode, we had this worm creature that was, tearing up sidewalks in the road, chasing after Nancy as Anya had, turned her ex-boyfriend into a worm because Anya's back to being a vengeance demon. Willow was saying her goodbyes in England, coming back to Sunnydale. So I'm curious to see what that reunion is going to look like. Buffy found out Spike has his soul back, but she's the only one, but nobody else knows. And, we had this last scene of Spike, sacrificing himself on the cross and just, burning himself as, Buffy had tears streaming down her eyes as she's watching him do this. And yeah, I have a lot of conflicted feelings about Spike being back in Buffy's life so soon after everything that has happened. So I'm very curious to see where this new dynamic is going to go, if she'll be able to forgive him. But in my opinion, they're spending way too much time together for everything that had happened and way too soon. But here we are, it's a TV show, so yeah, I'm very curious to see how this last season will come together. We don't really have like a big bad yet, other than the Hellmouth, opening. That seems to be the underlying theme, and Buffy had a dream about this girl in Germany who was killed as well. So yeah, I feel like they're laying the groundwork for some big pieces, but it's too early on to really say. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
I don't think she's gonna see the sign. Why is it so veiled?
I use yellow crayon. It was a thing from when I talked to Willow on the block.
Aww. And they made her a sign. I'm so glad they're going to meet her at the airport. Aww.
A little bit. We've heard the crayon speech a few times. Not that it's not great, of course.
I saved the world with talking from my mouth.
He's like, I did a good thing, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing her. What do you say to someone in this situation?
I'm gonna say hi, Willow.
Yeah, I think you should be there for them.
She didn't finish being not evil?
He said that it was really important that she come back early and that she was doing really well and we shouldn't worry.
Does he know about the Hellmouth? Is that why he's sending her back early?
What?
Everyone's off the plane, so where's Willow?
Did she not get on the plane? Oh no.
Hi. How you doing? How's it go with you two?
Why are we watching this again?
Stop acting up.
Or did she see them and keep walking?
Welcome home, me.
What? They were there. I don't understand. She went somewhere else, I'm guessing? What's going on? Oh my god, is this the master? Those claws, that's just what it reminded me of.
To be all alone.
He is now, that's for sure.
Somebody there.
The wind talks when you're alone.
Well, that's the creepiest voice I've ever heard.
Clear out, whoever you are.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this some alternate reality? Like, what the heck? Oh gosh, she's gonna go to the room where Tara... Oh no. Oh god, the window. Oh, it's gotta be so hard to be back. Like, there's no way this can just be a normal Yeah. Oh. Or I'm wondering if Giles sent her, like, put a spell and sent her somewhere else, because clearly there's missed connections between her and Buffy and where they are. So, what's going on?
Dawn? Did I hear the door?
She's so excited to see them. Yeah, it's almost like she went back into, like, a memory or something. I don't know what's going on.
They absolutely put her on the plane in London.
So she got up at Chicago when they stopped?
And they very much have shown the same time, so what's going on?
Ducking Giles, then she's evil, right?
Well, I've avoided Giles tons of times. It just meant I was lazy. I get that.
So Giles is blaming Giles, and we're blaming us. Is anyone gonna blame Willow?
Why do I feel like Giles is in on it? Like, I feel like he sent her somewhere.
Willow flipped out. It's her bad. We can only be here for her so much if she won't be, here.
I'm pretty sure she's right there, though. I'm pretty sure she's, like, on the couch in this exact same time. Yeah. Oh, and, like, the slow dissolve to see her sitting there. Yeah, what's going on?
No, I know he can't be reached there. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, it could play either way. Like, she genuinely did try to contact them. Yeah, maybe they got the days mixed up. I'm not too sure what's going on. My guess is alternate reality, because that would make the most sense, but I feel like Giles sent her somewhere that's like a memory or like a... Oh, the magic box is definitely destroyed.
Yeah, I want to help any way I can with that. I feel really responsible.
You feel really responsible?
Because you are responsible, yeah.
Something you should know about vengeance demons. We don't groove with the sorry. We prefer, oh God, please stop hitting me with my own rib bones. Been a little temperamental lately, just between you and me. We had this little mix-up a few days ago and...
That sounds great, so...
I'm wondering if there's like a spell that like they put up to not see her, or if like to protect themselves or something, or if Giles, yeah, I don't know, or if she, yeah, I'm spitballing ideas here. I'm not sure why, because she can clearly see Anya and she's clearly in Sunnydale. Like, it's just them that she doesn't have access to. Oh, Warren. Oh.
No skin.
Oh, God. He's gone, though. He, like, pff.
I gave my crew the day off, and I called you right away.
I gotta get a job where I don't get called right away for this stuff.
No kidding.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking. Maybe Willow is back.
Yeah, but they don't see, oh, maybe this is just Willow's, like, worst nightmare. Like, they think nothing's changed about her. And I like that long shot just showing how alone she is, you know, in the school and trying to find everybody.
This is my place. You need permission to be here. You need a special slip with a stamp.
Spike.
Spike's cuckoo bananas.
But I'm back now. And I found... There's a body.
Tragedy.
She doesn't know who it is? She doesn't remember?
Hide from you. Hide my face. You know what I did.
What you did? You didn't do anything.
And that's not entirely true. Yeah.
Me. No one's talking to each other.
Spike, please try to listen to me.
I don't like this way that is speaking.
We can't use the blueprints to find our way around down here. It's like the walls move or something.
We know that's what he said when Willow first walked there.
Worse off than ever, you are.
But no one's there. Oh, Spike!
Spike.
He's somehow stuck between these two realities.
You've been gone since.
The church. You scared me a little. I didn't...
Willow thinks she's talking to him, obviously. Oh, gosh.
You must have seen the body.
You did it once. I heard about it.
Spike, we need to know who did this.
Such a cool scene. So well done, especially with the editing to have the same frame with like 2 different conversations. Yeah.
Hide from you. Hide my face. You know what I did.
Boy, he's extra useful today.
And he's the only one that can somehow see them both at the same time.
No one's talking to each other.
Yeah, because they don't see each other. Oh my god, I love it. It's so bizarre, but it's so cool.
Bad. Go.
He's talking about Willow.
And that means something because he's chock full of sanity.
He's talking to Willow, you just can't see her. She's like, she's not here. That's what he meant.
Is there something here? Something that killed?
Her boy? I'm her boy?
Xander's like, I take offense to this?
I have to check their slips. Make sure they have authorization.
He's become like a glorified hall monitor of the high school basement
I
now.
have to find whatever did this. I need to do something right.
Oh, and so they'll think it wasn't you, right?
Yeah, it's somebody else, but like not worn in the exact same way.
Sensitive.
So, will you help me?
Is it difficult or time-consuming?
I like our commitment.
Okay, scatter.
All over the high school. Yeah, Demon Central.
Hello. What's that huge clump?
It's the high school.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Things have been stirring there lately. Is it getting brighter?
Oh, it's God, it's burning. Oh my god, I don't like that symbolism.
I don't know. Sounds pretty thin to me.
Well, that's why you teleport over there real quick like a bun... Real quick.
She's like, don't bring up bunnies.
You too.
It did get a little sexy, didn't it?
Oh my.
I tried and something went gluflooey and it didn't work.
What did it say?
It said they don't exist.
What? How is that possible? How?
Demon called Gnarl. He's a parasite with these nasty long fingernails. He secretes something through them and uses that to paralyze his victims.
That's what we saw at the guy doing the graffiti. Ugh.
We didn't find any strips of skin. Which, by the way, good.
Definite good.
There was no pool, just splatters.
Then this is your guy. He laps up the blood. You could say it's like his natural beverage.
Oh god, yeah, that's gross.
What? How? What's going on?
William's a good boy.
Oh my god. Come on. But I like that Dawn's like getting more like involved in this. You know, she's looking up demons, doing some research like Willow used to. Stop calling Spike.
Spike follows the exciting smell of blood, and we follow the fairly ripe smell of Spike.
It's smellimentary. Just good solid detective work. And we can develop a database of tooth impressions and demon skin samples and
Look at this little research. Yes, I love it.
There's a cave in it. Look. I'm insane. What's his excuse?
Oh god. Yeah, Willow's going into the same cave. Like, it's so interesting to see, like, literally the same scenes. Oh, this is my nightmare. Claustrophobia. Oh, God. Never. Never in my life. That was terrifying. What the frick was that? Skinless. I know exactly what it was, but oh my god.
Look at the short lamb. See how it trembles.
The voice is so creepy. Oh my gosh.
You guys hear that, right?
Yep.
It's echoing.
It's like this like skittering sound too. Oh god, Dawn!
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess so.
What?
Poison paralyzes.
Oh my god. Oh no, Dawn.
Seal him in.
What's going on?
And now they're sealing Willow. Oh no.
You wanna fight?
Your friends left you here. one comes to save you.
God, he's just taunting her. This is horrible.
Did they just throw you away?
Were they here? Were my friends really here? I heard something.
Oh no! Oh no, Willow's paralyzed. Oh, frick. Oh, you can see the shadow of this thing. Oh my god.
And there they went. Gone, all gone, what a pretty song.
This thing is freaky, man.
Sealed you in with me.
Oh, God. No, 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 no. Oh my god.
Can't wait to unwrap it.
Good frickin' night. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. I'm never sleeping again. This is so scary. Are you joking me right now? Can he not? Can he not? That's so rude.
I've got you.
Watch my head!
Sofa.
That's like, I thought the gentlemen were like the creepiest things we've seen. This frickin' times 1,000. Like gentlemen on steroids.
It'll be all right. We'll get you fixed up. You'll be doing limbo in no time.
Yeah, as a whole.
No, not as a pole.
We can't just leave her here like this. What if she vomits?
Do you think she'll vomit?
Gnarl makes a pretty picture.
Like the makeup, the prosthetics, everything so cool, but like pooping my pants with fear at the same time.
They helped me.
Oh my, who thinks of these things? Poor Willow, she just got back. Now she's literally paralyzed and being poked at by this thingy. Oh god, put the skin back. She needs that. He's like, ooh, a tasty little snack. Blech. God. Ah, stop. And her being like awake for all of this. Oh god.
Lots of different ways. Did you try this? Hey!
Hey!
Oh.
She's posable? It's a common variety. Watch this.
She's like, I'm not Gumby, leave me alone.
Not the gnarl, just gnarl. Oh, wouldn't it be tragic if you were here being kind of silly with your comically paralyzed sister while Willow was dying?
Of course, that's exactly what's happening. Oh my god.
Uh-huh, sure.
You're coming with us.
Yeah, Anya's the only one, and Spike, who've been able to see both, like, Willow and... Oh, God. Buffy. There's the phone. Call if you need us. Oh, God, this is horrific.
They don't want you.
And just the way he's posed, too, is terrifying.
If they do return, where will they find you? Inside me, you'll already be.
He's gotta stop rhyming like that. God, just like strips. Ugh.
No. No.
Can she see Willow now? Oh no, just the creature. Oh no. They literally can't see her?
I have this feeling that whatever's causing this invisible thing is a whole separate issue from the skin-eating monster. Behind you!
Oh no, they gotta stop doing that, man!
They didn't leave you. They can't see you.
They're here. They're here. No.
Oh. Oh, God. Said go for the... Oh, they did say go for the eyes. Oh, God. Crunch. Yeah, Ague. Demon Ague.
I can't believe you did that.
Oh, Buffy killed the demon.
Nice.
I can move. Oh.
Willow, are you here? Willow? She's hurt really bad, you guys. I'm gonna go get help.
I'm like having to act to like nothing, like they can't see her, or they're supposed to not see her, obviously, and like, yeah, she's... Oh.
We can't exactly see you. Well, we're really glad that you're back.
Aw.
I don't know how badly you're hurt, but
What's happening?
Oh, they could see her. Oh, thank God. Oh.
Said that you left me. Oh,
Oh.
there you are. There you are. Don't go away.
I'm assuming it was some kind of spell. Yeah.
it's gonna be okay, Will. You're gonna be okay.
I know. You're here.
Oh, my heart.
That's magic, right? I mean, when most people meditate, they don't get extra skin, right? Because Clem should, like, cut back.
Part of the earth, this bed, the air, us.
Explains why my fingernails get dirty even when I don't do anything.
That'll get you every time. Yep.
You're wiped out. I should go.
No, please stay. I missed you so much when I couldn't find you.
I'm so glad to see these two back together.
You made it happen just by thinking it?
Guess I have a ways to go before I master my powers, huh?
So she literally just couldn't see them. She wasn't ready.
I have a confession to make. I thought it might be you.
Yeah, definitely thought it was Warren.
Like that. It's okay. It's okay, too, if you still don't think I can recover from this magic stuff.
Yeah, of course you'd have some doubts. Like, there was a lot that happened.
But I got so much strength. I'm giving it away.
Aww. My heart.
Will it help?
Much.
I'm so glad Willow's back. Oh, so that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 3. This is my son, Vincenzo, Vinny boy. He is a tuxedo, and he likes to eat the letters off my board. So I will be watching him like a hawk, because those are his favorite things. For some reason, the boy has so many toys, but insists on trying to eat those things. So in order to save his life, I will protect him. You're a good boy, Vin. Yes, you are. So in this episode, we saw the reunion between Willow and Buffy and the rest of the team, even though it was a bit delayed as she literally couldn't see them and had inadvertently placed this spell on herself because, you know, mentally she wasn't feeling like she was ready to see them and was trying to protect herself, so she physically couldn't. And I thought maybe Giles had something to do with it because, you know, Giles was sending her back early, and I thought maybe he sent her to, you know, an alternate reality where she could face things but still kind of have some protection in case her friends didn't give her the welcome response. But it was very nice to see that they did. You know, they were waiting at the airport for her with these signs and, you know, the yellow crayon reference as well, and then to see them in the same scenes, but obviously not seeing each other, I thought was really cool. That scene with Spike in particular, I thought was really interesting because, as we know, Spike's mental, you know, state at the moment isn't the best. So he was the perfect catalyst, I think, like the perfect vehicle for that, because he just facilitated it in a way that seemed plausible, where you're like, okay, he's talking to no one, but that's Spike again, like he's just losing his mind. And then to see it in reverse, where, you know, he was talking to Buffy and he was talking to Xander, and it made sense. But of course, you know, the first time around we didn't see that, and of course, you know, with the power of editing, they have the ability to not trick the viewer, but to show us what we want to see and only what we want to see. And it was just really clever. And I'm not a big fan of Spike's character at the moment, obviously, but I think the actor who portrayed him is doing such a great job. Like, it's tough to watch, even though, like I said, I don't particularly like him at the moment. It's still very conflicted, and you can see the real pain his character is going through and the struggles. I think the way he plays it is really interesting because it could just be perceived as too far and too extreme, but I think he does a good job keeping that balance of not 100% being there, but still pieces of the old Spike, and just like the fragments and the way that he's talking, I think is very interesting and tough to watch at the same time. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where he's going to go. We saw him back at the high school and wearing, the same shirt, and him and Buffy haven't seen each other since the church scene, obviously. I'm so glad Buffy and Willow were able to have a moment at the end where they were able to reconnect, and Buffy saying like, I'll give you some of my strength. And I think a big part of the show is the friendship that it creates, and that shows like no matter what's going on, this core friend group is really, really important. And everything that has happened between Buffy and Willow, they still come together. They're still willing to put the time in. Like any relationship, you have to be willing to try, and they're both willing to keep trying, which I think is a huge piece of that and is so great to see. Like I think it would have been maybe not easy but understandable to see those characters drift apart, but that hasn't been the case. They've been stuck by it. And even Buffy and Willow having that conversation where Willow says, you're the Slayer, you have to talk about these things, and how Xander didn't even think about it, but in the back of his mind probably had a little bit of a doubt. And here we are, he's just being Willow's best friend, which is what he's been, his whole life. And it's just not wholesome, but it's just like heartwarming to see. And especially with all the craziness going on in this show, like it's just so nice to always come back to that friend group and that friendship. And especially how we ended last season, it was great to see that and being brought back together through that love of their friends. And how Anya was kind of in the middle of this as well, because she could see them both, I'm guessing because she was a demon, and also that Willow only put the spell on, Buffy and Xander, so Anya wasn't included in that group. And we know Willow and Anya, have had their moments, and they do this spell, and of course we see that over Sunnydale High School is just a hotbed of demon activity, which is no surprise with the Hellmouth. But to just, show compared to all of Sunnydale that is what's happening there. We didn't see Nancy's character in this episode, so I'm guessing she was a one-off. Please no spoilers, but I'm guessing that was it for her, which I think is, a little sad. I think her and Xander really got along, and to see Anya and Xander starting to spend a little bit more time together through, Willow, and Willow, being really, really hurt, and same with Dawn being paralyzed, I thought brought up some comedic moments as well. She's like, stop talking about that. And, her falling over when the, spell was broken, basically, and she could move again. And that creature, that skinless demon thing, will haunt my dreams for years to come. It was so creepy. Come on, Vinny. It was just pure horror. Like, it felt like Silent Hill, just like this horrible nightmare demon. Like, it's going to be burned into my eyes now forever. And the fact that, again, it's skinless, and you could see like all the muscles and like the contour and like the lines and all the little details like that, I really, really appreciate. Like, that must have taken hours to get, a person in a suit like that. I'm assuming it's just, a shirt that he was wearing. You could kind of see like the outline of the collar, but again, that in no way took me out of it. I was still terrified. And the mask and the teeth and the makeup and everything, just pure terrifying. And even like his creepy long nails, like I said, it reminded me of the Master a little bit, and the way he had like the sing-song nature about him, where he's like, oh, I'm going to eat you now, like picking up like flesh one by one, like these little like snacks basically of Willow's stomach, was just horrific. Like, it was just a big gain to him. And the fact that he was also like poison that could paralyze you, terrifying, so creepy. Like, it almost reminded me of The Gentleman also, was like the really pale expression, but this is The Gentleman times 5,000. Like, this is the creepiest thing. I know this show has had its fair share of monsters, but this one felt more human, and maybe that's why it was scarier to me. But yeah, the fact that it looked just very distorted, like a distorted human face and a skinless person, obviously, it was just so creepy. I definitely thought the body they found was somehow Warren, because how often do we have these skinnings, and obviously Willow had just come back, so I thought maybe her mind was playing tricks on her, as she couldn't see Buffy and Xander either. So I was like, okay, maybe she's just, she was having memories of Tara at the house, maybe now she's just being reminded of Warren. But obviously we find out it was another demon, and it was just so creepy. And that Buffy also thought it was Willow, because obviously, like, like I said, this doesn't happen very often, even in Sunnydale. At first I thought maybe it was like an alternate reality situation, as we had that opening scene of them getting off the plane, you know, the same parents are arguing, the same family, you know, has their situation, they drop the bag. And, you know, I was like, did I accidentally, you know, scroll back? Did I accidentally rewind? Like, what's going on? And no, it's the same shot, but of course we have Willow and no one's there to greet her, which I can imagine would be so heartbreaking, but at the same time she inadvertently chose not to see them. And, you know, I would have been curious to see how the episode would have went if she would have seen them right at the airport, but of course, you know, that wasn't the case. And like I said, I thought Giles was involved. Like, if he's sending her back early because she hasn't completed it, I thought maybe he has some, you know, his motivation is to test her and then maybe bring her back. And now that she has left the UK, I don't know what that means for Giles's character, so please no spoilers, but I'm hoping we can still see him, you know, every now and then. I definitely thought it was interesting that Willow is tapping into more of what seems like witchcraft pulled from nature and is healing herself. She said she's pulling, you know, from the earth, and Buffy makes the joke of them being on the second floor, of course, but she's channeling her energy and magic that way. I thought was interesting. So, you know, obviously still learning how to control her power, as we saw with this, you know, inadvertently creating this spell, but, you know, meditating and, you know, really focusing and being able to grow her own skin was crazy. Like, you know, now she has like healing powers almost, but it doesn't seem to be instant. Like, she really has to work for it and put time into it. I was worried Willow wasn't realizing what she did with Warren when she's like, who did this? And Anya's like, you did. Like, you know, I thought maybe she was just denying it and didn't want to process it, but that doesn't seem to be the case as we find out about this other demon. But I'm definitely glad Willow is back. I think it's just going to be one step, you know, in the right direction, getting everybody back together and starting to heal and repair all the chaos that has happened. I didn't love that they called Spike to track down this thing. I understand why, because obviously he can sniff out the blood, but it was still just like, come on. There has to be other options. Like, it can't just always be by default. And it's always Buffy's idea too. No one else would mention bringing back Spike, but of course it's like, oh, well, I know somebody, and then it just slowly the room, everybody clues in who she means, and it's just not a great response, obviously. Overall, I thought it was a good episode. I'm really glad Willow is back now and we can continue to, you know, heal this and get everybody back together as, you know, we started, especially with the last season. I feel like it's always nice to see things get, you know, closer and have people, you know, as we started with everybody getting back together. Like I said, I don't know what that means for Giles' character, and obviously we have Dawn and Anya in the cast now as well, but I'm definitely glad Willow is back. That demon was terrifying and will haunt my dreams for a long time because it was just so freaking scary and creepy, and oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't watch this when I was younger. That would have been even worse. Spike is still slowly losing his mind in the basement of the high school, but at least Buffy had minimal contact with him, and I know for a TV show they have to keep his character going through the episodes, so they have to find reasons to include him. I get that, but at the same time, you know, I'm definitely not over what happened. And it's just tough to see him now, even though he is struggling. It's still like, I'm not okay with it. And we see Anya, you know, outside the magic box, which is very much closed up after all the chaos that had happened. And, you know, she's helping Willow try and find Buffy and Xander, and I really love that scene, you know, where they were both talking to Spike at the same time. Really cool. And, you know, a similar scene in the cave as well. I don't know what it means, if it'll come back later that Willow never finished this course, if they're kind of leaving that open-ended. You know, we saw in the map, you know, that this high school is just full of demons. I feel like it's a good continuation of season 7. Like, I feel like we're slowly building, and, you know, we obviously is still playing into knowing that the Hellmouth, something is brewing, something is not right, but I feel like they're doing a good job, you know, of planting seeds, and, you know, every episode is definitely bittersweet as we get closer and closer to the end. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. So she literally just couldn't see them. She wasn't ready. Why are we watching this again? She doesn't know who it is. She doesn't remember. Is this some alternate reality? Like, he's somehow stuck between these two realities. He's become like a glorified hall monitor of the high school basement now. He's like, ooh, a tasty little snack. Blech.